It's Monday, the 3rd, and I sent in the final draft of my my editorial for Thursday. It's not due until the end of the day tomorrow, but I figured that I should have it ready and submitted it in lots of time in case there was anything that was of concern, because it's of a political nature, and it's kind of contentious. So I thought that it would be a good idea, and it's my first, so I thought that it wouldn't be a bad idea to have that in early in case there was anything that needed to be reviewed or revised. But I haven't heard anything so far, so I guess that's a good thing. I wrote another one today that is a little too long for a normal column, but I was thinking that I might, since it's already about 800 words, just write it as a feature-length article and submit it that way, and see. It was inspired by a Statistics Canada report that said that in Canada, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people are twice as likely as straight people to be the victims of violence, which is a very frightening crime. And in fact, apparently bisexual people are the most victimized of any group, which I was a little surprised to see, and I don't really know why. This is the first time that StatsCan has included sexual orientation and gender identity statistics in its collection data. So there's no trending to look at, and so I guess it's kind of hard to say why one group has a higher particular incidence rate than any other. But just the fact of the matter of the twice as likely is, especially this month with the murder of that teenage boy, teenage person in the school computer lab earlier this year. That was just absolutely terrible, and so I thought that I would write something about that, with that kind of being relevant due to that fact and due to the StatsCan report. And while I was reading some things, I found a few other facts and whatnot that are in the same vein, that kind of make it that much more pertinent. That, in October it'll have been 10 years since Matthew Shepard, and it unfortunately seems like we haven't come very far in the States. The Matthew Shepard Act still hasn't passed through Congress, and there's state-based hate crimes legislation and whatnot, but is it enough? Are the penalties strong enough? Is there, it makes one wonder what, if enough is being done in order to prevent hate-based crime. And I don't think it is. It's, and I mean, punishment is one thing, but that's not the only solution to the problem. I mean, murder has been against the law since biblical times, and it still happens. It's like there's something other than punishment has to be undertaken in order to correct this kind of behavior. It has to be some sort of an education or social integration message or program that has to exist in order to curtail this kind of activity. When that will happen, one doesn't know, but I guess one hopes that it would happen sooner rather than later, because with every one of these violent acts, Many lives are affected, and many lives are destroyed, and it's just, it's a shame, and it really is unnecessary. Yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say on the subject. So I will be doing a second run through my second column tomorrow, and then we'll see where we go from there. See if I can get them to run that. Who knows? Before you know it, I'll be front paging it all the way. Probably not.